Well, growing up, I grew up in Jamaica. Of course, I was born in America, so you have your papers and everything. Then my grandmother came and got me back to Jamaica, went to school in Spanish Town, so you can have the roots. After that, my father's mom was like, she needs to know her Nigerian side as well. So I went there for summer vacations. I went there for anytime school pretty much gave holiday. So learning your culture is such a big part of getting all the different elements in the music to come. What's up, what's up? You're on RV Unmute, and you're here with Barbie. Stay tuned. Time to get all in other business. Well, music is something that I love from church days. Going to church on Saturday and Sunday, because one of my auntie them was married to, Pentecostal, the other Seventh-day Adventist. So going to church, you're able to join the choirs. You're able to really hear different textures of voices. So about 5 to answer the question is when I really started loving music. Well, philanthropy is something that is very dear to my heart because it's not what you do in front of everyone, it's what you do in private. I like to be in God's good graces. So people and different organizations, like my mom, she has a foundation, Rose's Foundation, shout her out. We were out here in OT region. We had a fun day where the children, of course, I had to bring the arts and crafts to it. Let them have like singing contests. It was really amazing. But it's something I started in Jamaica when it was time for me to have a big birthday celebration. And I said, instead of going to make this party for all these people who are gonna come to my party and talk about what I didn't have shrimp on the stick like the other party. Let me go out to the people. So we got a tour bus, wrapped it, and we went out to the real hood. We went outside and we partied with the people. And that made me feel so good around my birthday. So it's something I like to do in different places I visit, is to make sure I go interact with the youth. The gym is my sanctity. I do like to eat my food every now and then. I like to keep it, veggies. But when I do want to eat, I need to be able to work out, not only for looks wise, but it also just makes you feel better. And I love natural. So going to maybe the river, going for up in the hills, growing up in the Caribbean, you'd have a lot of outdoor activities. It's more so like therapy. That one's kind of hard because I'm very open-minded, but one thing I would never not include in my wardrobe, let's see, anything designed by racist designers. Like, I don't know how to answer that. I'm pretty open-minded. Well, working with Beanie Man was amazing because, King of the Dance Hall, he's a legend, living legend. Being able to be thrown on stages with 30, 50,000 people and to be able to get that opportunity as your first time really out there is something that I'm really today grateful for. And also to be able to get the guidance on how to read a crowd. So that happened really naturally because my little cousins in Jamaica, they interned up at Big Yard Studios, which is Shaggy Studios. So going back and forth for, summer vacations and things, in a couple years ago was really beneficial because they were already in the mix. So that's how we were able to be at the studio, catch a vibe, do me on a hook. Super grateful. I would like to work with who wants to work with me. So check me out on The Original Barbee, THE, The Original, BARBEE, no lawsuit for me. Looking for, you never know where you're gonna get a hit song for, so I'm open to what sounds amazing and what feels amazing.
Pink aesthetics or blue aesthetics?
Oh, come on. It has to be pink. Everything has to be pink. The house is pink. Like, my dog is pink. You could check her out too. The Original Cutie Doll. I love that dog.
Lipstick or lip gloss?
I like both. Different occasions. So I like to have maybe a little lipstick or lip tint. And I have my own line too. You guys got to check it out. It's on Bratties because every girl, well, not every girl, but the girls that are my friends were all brats. Women should be spoiled, no? How chillaxed I can be. Like they would just, sometimes just personally, no one likes to really, when I was asked this question, no one wants to really say that, but Yeah. And I can say sweet bully because when it's time to do business, we do business. But after I get my, thoughts out, let's go get ice cream. Wow. First, I would have to put mine on there because, if you don't believe it, how can anyone else? This is a love song that I'll be premiering today. And I would like to say Whitney Houston. We'll have to say her. Al Green. We'll have to say, let me see, Fela Kuti. Let's see, Barris Hammond. Let me see, who else gives us really great love music? There's so many, but 10 seconds. Let me see, how many did I get so far? Who else gave us some Maxwell? Who else gave us some amazing love songs? Luther Vandross, of course. Beyonce. How many I have left? Oh, I'm gonna have to give it to Riri. Riri done did Love on the Brain. What would I have done differently? I wouldn't entertain anything that is taking me away from the path that brings me happiness. Like, even if somebody has their money, we talking relationship stuff now. That's their money. And it's fun, you must chop the money, but you wanna be able to do what you love. So I would literally just focus on what makes me happy, and which is my music, 100%. But everything happens for a reason. I don't have complaints. Nice is nice. Pay attention to any limitations placed on my expectance in being successful in the areas I would like to be. More successful, super grateful. I just shared my story on RV Unmute. Tune in. I know before you wanted more than I had to give. I wasn't sure that I was in love, boy, what is this? I know before you would call me day play, waste of your time. I would let a poco get all in the way, get all in my mind.